YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on Monday, June 19th at 14:35 in the afternoon Eastern Time. I feel like trying to recite that speech, that Samuel Jackson speech in the opening segment of Pulp Fiction. You know, I am beset on all sides by... Of course, he claimed that came from Ezekiel, and of course there's no such thing in Ezekiel. Well, yesterday on Sunday, it was a really wonderful day. Went to 8 o'clock church and then looked a little bit of the U.S. Open during the bulk of the day, and then I ended up having to. I talked with a friend of mine whose mother was sort of dying in the rest home, and he'd gotten lost on the way up to the rest home, and I couldn't help him, but I could talk to him while he did it. He realized he'd gone too far north when he ended up in Wyandotte County, because the rest home's in Marion, Ohio. And then, of course, Skype with Tony Pincham on Sunday evening at 3, and then Tony Ballman and Tamara chimed in about an hour after we got going, and of course Tamara's in New Mexico, and Tony was down visiting his brother who's in New Mexico, who's actually quite close to a large forest fire they're having down there right now, and then he was down at Tamara's then, and then they were actually going to drive up later that evening to take a look at what's going on again, because they had blocked the roads off. Tony left his brothers, and then they blocked the roads off. So that's a horrible situation. I hope nobody gets seriously hurt on that. Then, as I said, or will have alluded to in other segments of this, time to go over to Liz and Henry's, and then one of the guys Henry works with, George, was there, and I had met him before, but this is the first time I'd gotten a chance to talk with him for any length of time, and I thought it was a great experience. I mean, very, very bright, articulate, well-read guy, and had come from a similar background as mine, and kind of a quasi sort of lower middle class Suckheim titty background, and yeah, so that was a good evening. Of course, the Lucy dog was there, and you'll see some of that, and we'll have seen some of that in other things. Yeah, and then today, then of course they drove me home. I walked over on the new pathway thing, and but I stayed longer than I thought. I thought I'd be able to walk home during the twilight, around 9:30 or so. I went over at 6, and they stayed till almost 11, and they drove me home. And it was off and on raining, so, and they gave me like a 12-pack of beer and some food. Even if I had a flashlight, I would have had trouble, walking back with all that. And then, of course, you'll see Paul was here today. Actually, the part I didn't show in our discussion is he, when he set up his phone at AT&T, they downloaded his old contacts into his new phone, and it worked fine for a number of weeks. And then all of a sudden, I think it involved an update to the operating system. They just disappeared. The contacts disappeared, and so I mean he had a significant number of them too. And he doesn't even have, he didn't have the numbers written down anywhere, so he can't manually re-enter in the things. We were looking around on the internet to see if we could find the problem's a very common problem apparently. But all of the suggestions people want to fix it is like, oh, they're in the iCloud. Well, no, they're not in the fucking iCloud. He doesn't do anything in the iCloud, neither do I, and I don't want to. So maybe they're gone forever. Amen. I tried to do the rebooting and the restarting, and that worked for another problem he was having in terms of getting the speaker option to show up on his phone, but it didn't work for the contacts to sort of magically reappear. So I don't think I was much help to him on that issue, although I might have been a bit on the speaker part of the phone function. So I'll put some of these things together and skip around, enjoy. Alrighty, bye-bye. Well, here we are on Monday, June 19th, 2017, at 12:25 in the afternoon Eastern Time. And Paul's over doing his laundry. It occurs to me that during the 3 weeks I'm gone, I ought to just give you your key back here. Or actually I need to make, I want to give a key to Liz too.
She's got a key.
No, she doesn't. So you can come over and at least do your laundry. Now, if you are gonna come over to do that, I'll leave the main water valve turned on.
Yeah.
If you're not, I'll shut it down and just not give you a key. But no, I mean, no reason you need to go scuppering off to a laundromat or whatever. I remember doing that in college. That's a major pain in the behind.
Yep.
So tonight, Paul gets his cable hooked up for his internet.
Only.
Well, internet only, yeah. Well, you don't need anything else.
God, I kept having to explain that the other night on the phone.
Well, they kept trying to upsell you. I mean, they wanted you to buy the package deal for $30 each. So you end up over $100 a month. And you got your modem,
Right.
and you got your router,
Right.
but you haven't. Obviously, they're not set up yet.
No.
Oh, yeah, right. Well,
I got all kinds of wires.
yeah, we can't figure. He can't figure out. I can't figure. I have no. Either the Time Warner people or the Spectrum people sent him kind of a wiring package so that their guy wouldn't have to bring a wiring package. Or this was some offer just out of the blue from some outfit in Groveport. Was it Groveport?
Westerville.
Oh,
yeah, Groveport.
It was Groveport. Yeah. But no other identifying markings. I thought that was very odd. No invoice or. I mean, although it was specifically addressed to him.
Yeah. It's got their return address on the thing, street address and all that. It says, who they are.
Yeah. Well, what they are, yeah. What they are.
But it's one of those yellow, bubbly, padded envelopes.
Yeah.
Get shit in.
Meanwhile, the quasi tragedy of the day. It's kind of a tragedy for me because I can't get up on a ladder without somebody steady me. This light. Well, the light bulb went out. I thought it was a bulb, so we changed the bulb.
It ain't the bulb.
It's not the bulb. I think the unit on the end, the ballast on one side or whatever that thing's called, is going dead on me. Interestingly, it didn't flicker, it didn't dim, it didn't do anything. It was like when I went to turn it on today, it just the light just, that bulb didn't light up. And, you know, changing the bulb didn't help. I mean, that didn't make any difference. It's had a good run. I bought an identical unit over here, you know, like, we're talking like almost 20 years ago or more. But I have to wire it into the you know, the box, the electric box that's up there in the joist. You know, there used to be one of these hanging incandescent bulb lamps there.
Calibrate.
What?
I was thinking calibrator for some reason.
Well, anyway.
Because the maintenance man, he's from below the border. And he always thought, you know, if something's wrong with the light in the plate, you know, if like a calibrator has to be replaced.
That's probably what we call ballasts.
Okay. Well, he always says bullet. I gotta change the bullet because it's like caliber, you know, caliber of a bullet.
Well, you know, some of these ballasts have different shapes. Some of them actually do look like fairly large, you know, little cylinder, like your thumb, you know, like a silver thumb, and they stick up in there somehow.
Okay. I kept going.
I've unleashed
Bullet.
something, haven't I?
He says, yeah.
I wish this fly would stop flying around.
Finally, he said, the caliber of the fixture is messed up. I've got to replace it. I said, okay, it's a caliber. I know what that is. I said, you're saying bullet?
That's a new one on me. You know, I don't know much about that stuff anyway, so. I had the Sunday Skype with Tony Pincham,
Yeah.
and then about an hour in, Tony Bowman and Tamara, he was down at Tamara's in New Mexico. They chimed in, and I got waved to her husband.
Actually, she lives in New Mexico.
And he'd gone down to see his brother. Of course, he was going to go, and also Tamara. But around his brother's house, there's these forest fires.
Bowman's brother
lives about 40 some miles north of where Tamara lives. And they've closed up a lot of the roads in and out of that area during these forest fires. And Tony, you know, was there, you know, when the fires were sort of coming, and he left. And now, you know, he can't really get back. And he said he had some stuff that his brother had that he wanted to get that belonged to their dad and so forth. And now it's, you know, I mean, they were gonna try to go up there last night after we signed off, just to see what the situation was, and then maybe go eat dinner in Albuquerque. You know.
Well, I hope it doesn't burn up.
No, I hope not either. They're both at, you know, Tamara and then Tony's brother are around at about 7,000 feet. I think Albuquerque's a little lower. Actually, I think it's actually kind of considerably lower. I'd have to check. So it's like, you know, well, let's just go drive, you know, 40 miles to have dinner. You know, like, okay, life out west, I guess. But she's, you know, it's always good to see her and hear her. I mean, she's so laid back. You know, and, talking about her practice and things. It's always good to hear another doc talk about doc stuff. So that was, and then of course then went over to Liz and Henry's. You know, and that's always pretty.
That's
And the Lucy dog was there. They were looking after somebody else's dog.
the white one,
No, not whatever.
Connie or whatever.
I can't remember the name of the white dog. No, this was one of these little yappy ass fuckers named Pepper. Yeah, I mean that's not a dog that's going to endear itself to me. First of all, it doesn't really look like a dog. It looks like a chunk of a floor mop that's fallen off. You know.
Yeah, I prefer Lucy.
Oh, Lucy actually came over to me and sat down next to me and didn't do that weird, strange back and forth shit. No,
She'd always lay and sleep on my feet while we're having dinner.
well, she's doing that with me last night. It's very nice to have a dog near right at your feet. I wish she'd actually demanded a little more interaction, but she seemed happy with just coming over and getting kind of belly pat. Oh, your sweet soul, and she is. But with the traffic sets of course they set both each other set each other off. So the traffic wasn't all that loud last night over there, unlike some nights I've been there. But that gets them going. Good to meet George. And, hear about the latest adventures from the liquor option campaigning and so forth. Okay, guys.